Hello, this is Brittany with Astrology for the People, talking about the Aries moon. And at the end of this, I will break it down for each rising sign to have a little bit more personal for you. But please listen to the intro because you won't really understand the rest without the intro. And also, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it so much. Moon and Aries. First, talk about moon is your Aries is talk about the moon. The moon is about your intuition. It rules your body, emotions, your mother, and your instinctual self. And it also rules what you need deep down inside. And in a way, what you then desire. Moon and Aries needs constant action and movement. They need excitement in their lives. When they are stagnant, when you are stagnant, you tend to get depressed or sad, and you probably don't even really wait for that to happen. Once you feel that, you probably constantly will jump into something or do something to get out of that feeling of being stuck. You like to physically use your body. And that could be in exercising, that can be in fighting, that can be in dancing. There needs to be a lot of physical exertion to get out all of that energy inside of your body. Your intuition is quick and decisive, and you know immediately deep down in your gut what's the right thing to do and what's not the right thing to do. And you honestly really don't have a choice to not follow it. There is an innocent way about your emotions and how you feel things. It can be immature and it can be profound due to the fact that it doesn't hold you back like other moon signs can feel. Growing up, your mother was probably someone who was very passionate. She probably wanted you to be independent, and she wanted you to be able to fight for your family, and she was the type of mother who would fight for the family. Depending on where your moon was in your chart, you could have grew up with violence. You could have grew up with hearing a lot of anger. There could have been a lot of competition, possibly between you and your mother, or there could have been violence with your mother and your father. That, I think, gives you a feeling of alertness with your emotions, a touchiness, a protectiveness. If you are a mother or to people that you care about, you're probably very protective for them. You will fight for your loved ones and to the death. And there's also a feeling where it might be hard for you to completely relax, like to just chill out. Because there might be this anxious feeling that you want to keep moving and you want to keep going. Sexually, you guys are very passionate. And I guess it depends on your Mars, but I would say that emotionally you do need to have a physical but sexual expression. There also is a possibility for you to be a bit hard on your body, to be reckless, and because there's this want to have adventure, to do things physically dangerous and daring with your body, and so you possibly could have scars or broken bones, but you'll recover just quickly, and you'll probably be super proud and happy about it. For love, you need to have. It's sometimes hard for emotionally to settle down. You want to have that constant passion and constant energy and newness to come in. There is a need for competition to fight for things, to fight for your loved ones, to fight for your home, to fight for what you feel that you need. There's a huge need for independence in your work or to be in charge. You like to be the one, kitty cat. You like to be the one, the almost like the Lone Ranger, the independent, the one who does things on their own. You don't want other people to tell you what to do, for you feel and know what you want to do, and it is just keeping you back when someone does so. So that is the moon in Aries. Far complex, so much to go into, but I will help try to make it clear by breaking it down for each rising sign. And to be clear, I only do whole signs, so if you do Placidus, it might be a different interpretation. For Aries rising, the moon is in your first house. So for everything I just said before was very much you in your how you are. An add-on is that your family is a huge part of your identity. You probably are the head nurturer of your households, or you're known for protecting and being there for your family. You wear your emotions on your sleeve, and you're a very passionate person. You are always there to help and take care of people, especially your family, especially your home. And yeah, also a very active person, a very independent person, very strong. If you have more of a feminine body, very curvy. If you were a man, very muscular, big chested. Yeah, that is Aries rising. For Taurus rising, your Aries moon will be in the 12th house. So for you, you are very psychic, very intuitive. You sometimes are not always very aware of your emotions. They could come strong and quick and even violent, but you might just not be aware, and it could be sometimes yourself undoing. Your mother might have been someone who wasn't always present. She probably was the characteristics that I explained before of being independent, wants you to be independent, wants to be passionate, but there could have been a sense that she wasn't fully there. Either it was substances, either it was the fact that she just wasn't there. And so there's a part of your nurturing self that you don't quite know how to grasp. You need a lot of time alone to center yourself, to kind of like come down from all the psychic energy and all the emotion and all the intensity. Yeah, and so that would be Taurus rising. Gemini rising, your Aries moon will be in the 11th house. For you, your group of friends are probably like your family, or you are the nurturer or known as a nurturer who fights for and actively protects your friends. You also might be someone who makes money off of actively fighting for change to help others. You might even work in a group where you do, I just for some reason see doing yoga or some kind of physical thing with your body that involves a group of people. What helps you feel nurtured is to be around a group, to be around people who have the same hopes and dreams as you do. That is really what keeps you happy. Cancer rising, your moon, double checking, is in the 10th house. And so for you, a big part of your identity is work and being in the public. But for you is to nurture and help in the public. It could be also maybe being a massage therapist, working on people's bodies, being a nurse, maybe actively known for being that mother and protector, and everyone knows you as such. And that is where you find your fulfillment, is in that. And you definitely are that archetype of that strong, nurturing parent, or even the strong nurturer of people, your coworkers, or the boss that everyone knows is going to like help them out, but in a very like, you can do it, promoting their independence type of way. So that is for Cancer rising. For Leo rising, your moon is in the 9th house. So you may feel a passion about your beliefs. There also, you can have a family that is foreign compared to the place where you live. And you're very protecting of that family. You might also like to travel alone and go off and take a rest and into foreign places or foreign lands, or to learn new things. You also are emotionally fulfilled, and what you need is to keep learning and taking in new information past what you actually know. And that is what makes you happy. For Virgo rising, your Aries moon is in the 8th house. You are someone who is the psychologist. You are very aware of people. You had to probably learn that growing up to be aware of people. And you are emotionally, instinctively psychic, and just kind of understand how things work, and you want to understand how things work. You want to understand yourself and your body. And there probably is a while that it takes you to get connected to that emotional part of yourself, or that aggressive, independent, chaotic part of yourself that's very unlike your rising sign, that is very controlled and organized. But it's definitely a part of you that you should connect with and you should allow to come out. You also, most likely, people want to help you, and you should let them help you. And yeah, and what I think that you need to help you be happy is to really connect with that emotional side of you, that aggressive, that independent, that reckless, that youthful part of your emotions, and understand more about it and be aware of it. For Libra rising, your moon is in the 7th house. For you, especially since you're a Libra, relationships are very important to you, and you do not feel emotionally fulfilled unless you are in a relationship. Your relationships are probably very intense and dynamic and aggressive and quick and take you through an emotional whirlwind. You really want a partner that you can build a family with, and that is what makes you feel happy and nourished, to have a partner that you can build a home with. Yes, and that would be Libra rising. For Scorpio rising, your Aries moon is in the 6th house. And so for you, you feel emotionally nourished when you are working. You like to constantly be active in your day-to-day life. And you probably like to work for yourself and to be independent for yourself. When you feel health issues, you will feel it inside your gut. And so a great way to work that out, I think, is to release your anger physically, to exercise, and also to just release your anger. What makes you happy is having your independence in your day-to-day life. What makes you fulfilled is working for yourself, doing things for yourself, having your own independent plan. And so that would be for Scorpio rising. Sagittarius rising, your Aries moon is in your 5th house. So for you, very much nurturing parent energy. Your children can be almost like your soul or your heart. They are a big expression of yourself, and you're very connected. You probably are very connected with your partner and your children. You are very, I would say, artistic, and this artistic sense, you can also be artistic and should be expressed through your body. You probably like sports or activities where you are competitive with others and you physically exert yourself, but there is also a nurturing aspect to that. So maybe you like to do sports with your children. What you need is definitely to be able to express you, to have self-expression of you and independent control of that self-expression. Your children, if you have children, that's an example of your self-expression. Or your art or your dance or whatever movement you do, it's really that helps you feel fulfilled. And that is for Sagittarius rising. So for Capricorn rising, your Aries moon is in your 4th house. So you feel very nurtured at home. You are a big protector of your family, and in your home life, it might be that you might have like a home gym at your house. You like to work out your house. You might move a lot. Growing up, it could have been a bit tumultuous. There could have been a bit of a lot of fighting, dispute going on in your home life. But what really does nurture you is when you have the autonomy to have your own independence in your home and with your family, and also find a safe space in your home for you to hide. For Aquarius rising, your moon is in the 3rd house. And so for you, you're mostly fulfilled by learning, by taking small trips or connecting with people in your day-to-day life and pulling in information from them. It is what fulfills you. I could see you independently by yourself going around learning and interacting with people as this really lone wolf in a crowd. What fulfills you is knowledge. What fulfills you is being close to your siblings or your aunts or your uncles. And also what fulfills you is knowledge. And that would be for Aquarius rising. For Pisces rising, your moon is in the 2nd house. And so for you, you're mostly fulfilled when you are the one who makes the money. You're emotionally filled by the things that you own, and money goes very quickly for you, but it comes to you back pretty quickly. There's a big fluctuation in the flow of in and out. You definitely are someone who wants to work for yourself independently. You are someone who feels fulfilled when you build things in the physical world that represents what you value. And that would be for moon in the 2nd house.